Hello and welcome back to some more of Dwarf Fortress with me, the Green Dragon. So, things being the way they are, we can now set up a bar block stockpile. Yay! And as soon as we get a migration, we're gonna start working on stuffs. But while that hasn't happened yet, apparently the gold bars are getting moved. So we can't make a gold thing yet. Wow, they're all carrying now. Well, good for them. Okay. Let's build a depot, so we can actually trade when the time comes, eh? Alright. I would like to widen this in a little while, but it's not time yet. I will, however, set a crop of plump helm. No. We need a proper food stockpile before we do that, so they can actually be harvested. Is there enough room here, do you think? For what I want? Maybe. That is 9 wide. We want 11 wide. Then we want to go across to this. And then a more shallow thing there. And that should create us a nice dining hall. Good enough anyway. For these filthy dwarves. And here we can start putting in foodstuffs. Actually have to look at the display to figure out how wide it is currently. That's annoying. Okay, this is gonna be for booze. Apparently there's not enough room for that. You know what? We can just go like this. Really. And that should be more than sufficient in terms of actual storage for a long time. Yeah. Hello, Sir Kyrus. How's it going? Speaking of which, now that we have a fort that's properly going, Spudge was here earlier. Okay, and there. The nicknames. You get to join this glorious adventure and potentially die horribly. Congratulations. Yes, Spudge, you are now the expedition leader. Congratulations. Wow, thank you for the host, Insomnia RX. For that, we are gonna add you to the fort as well. Mostly it's just miners, so let's pick out one that looks competent. Don't worry, the position of a named dwarf comes with the privilege of a tomb of your own with a golden coffin. If we ever survive long enough for that to be a thing, of course. Oh. Well now. Though I think we should endeavor to make a bridge. Just to go like, nope, entry denied. Gonna build a wall and make the goblins pay for it. Oh. Alright, so. They're not doing it. I'm gonna need those mechanisms. So I'm just gonna order them done quickly, cause we're almost through season 1 and I feel like a bridge is a good precaution. Especially if we get migrants. I mean, what? Okay. What? Were two of them like making it at the same time? Okay. I guess that's a bug then. Good to know. Someone's gonna install that eventually, when they get to it. So much digging. Taking like 6 miners seems to be one of the more optimal builds, honestly. In any sort of competent fort. Like the head start on the mining is worth just so much more than most other things. Okay. Now, the hospital. Where could we possibly put a hospital? Or other noble crap? Well, a hospital I would usually try to get to have water. So I think we're gonna start digging around in the mudstone here and put the nobles' quarters and the like offices and a hospital just on this level. I'm gonna leave the level right below this empty for water pumping potentially or something, and we're gonna see, but we're gonna set up a thing here. So 5 by 5, that gives us room for 10 beds here, then the central thing, another 5 by 5. How deep do we need to go? We just need a little side area for the tables of the screaming patients. And more beds heading towards the back. Kind of big. But 20 bed spaces plus 4 or 6 traction benches should be about right overall, I think. And we're getting thieves now. Rude. Alright. Should be getting migration soon, surely. Unless they're all busy carrying the golden. No, you are making the bridge, that's good. That means we are gonna be relatively safe once you're done. So much digging. This isn't getting made yet, though. We're gonna make the butchery and tannery because those animals are getting... they should get slaughtered. And just a tiny food stockpile so that that stuff is, well, getting done. Eventually. And we are so overloading our dwarves, it's not even close to funny how badly they are overloaded. Okay. Good, good, good. Excellent. most. Excellent. Alrighty. And that's just the seeds. Yes. Except we are not planting the plump helmets, because we are mildly reckless that way. Okay. I think we have to start. Don't think we have much of a choice. We are starting to run low on both that and booze we can only make from plump helmets, so. The bridge got made though, so we can link that up. Let us pause the digging deeper part here and just chill for a bit on that. And this level as well, we're just gonna chill on that. Let them finish up everything else, if they can, and then worry about that, really. So, you. Bull and cow, eh? Well, we can actually pasture them for a bit, I think. Since we seem to have a breeding pair, it might be foolish to waste them right away. So yeah, we'll wait on that, essentially. I think we'll set the crafting stuff opposite here, like gems and the like. Once we're good and ready, anyway. And again, need people to catch up on a lot of things, including the planting. Which is what most of them are actually busy with right now. Alright. That seems to be a thing. Fair enough. There. Chief Medical Dwarf. Properly inducted, shall we say. Okay. Where's that migration level? Is it something like the end of the first month of the season? Start of second? Something like that. I could use the manpower boost, honestly. Manpower boosts are a good thing. Until they'll lag your fort the fuck out, of course, but... yeah, price of doing business. Okay, but you've done good on the barrels, I think. So, I'm gonna give you a break on that. Give me 5 chairs. Let's start adding some basic furniture to what will be our dining hall. And we'll even give it 2 rock doors. Yeah, there's like an endless supply of bituminous coal in there. It's gonna take a while to work through all of that, unfortunately. Though I could suspend it. Surely I don't need to, right? Surely I don't need to. Yeah, just random vermin remains everywhere. This place is horrible. Just a stinking hole in the ground, really. Oh well. It's a mine. It's a mine. What you gonna do? Actually, no. Why am I... That's not a priority dig. If anything, this is so we can move our thread and the like inside. So, yeah, let's focus on that. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, that should be good on the doors. And on the tables, we're gonna want 5 of those as well, of course. Doors, doors, doors. There we go. Alright. So, as soon as we have a table, we can actually, and I think we do, we can define our dining hall. Namely, as the place with all the tables. Alright. Good. Any day now we should get some migrants. Help with the insane amounts of work we need to do. You can just set that as a refuse pile for now so that they can start bringing the stuff outside. When they have any spare time, of course, which they rarely do. And this is now the meeting hall. Eventually, of course, we're gonna try and replace all of this with gold furniture, but that's a ways off still. A ways off. Okay, so far so good. Not much getting dug, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Not really likely. Alright. So we've smelted all the malachite, that's good. That means that we are not gonna be wasting effort on that anymore. Good. It's actually really good. Well, not so much wasting effort as we've built up a supply and don't need to worry about any more problems from that quarter for a bit, in theory. What are we looking at here? Like maybe 40-50 bars in total, assuming there's some here that haven't been carried. We could make like 5 suits of armor with that. Costs like 8 for a fully armored dwarf. Don't really have the men, of course. We should have a few people in a moment, surely. Like, no, seriously, where's my freaking immigration? And that final table. For now. I think what we start to actually plan as well, not necessarily do, but plan, is making some living quarters. Because I always seem to neglect that, and that is not a good thing. So let's just plan out 10 spots. The first migration might be huge, but it usually isn't. It usually isn't. It's usually like 5 or 4. As far as I've seen. So we can just plan out some basic rooms. Add all the beds. Should have enough wood, and if we don't, we can always cut down a few more trees around the entrance. And yeah, just chill. Very much chill. I assume this is linked up. Okay, good. Perfect. That is excellent. You will still be smelting gold, I believe, for a while. And where, you know what? The hospital level is a good place to place the coffins, now that I think about it. It fits. It fits strangely well. I'm just thinking about how to set up the furniture here. Because I could do it in some interesting ways. And they're finally digging again. That's encouraging. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna order like 10 picks. Copper ones, of course. Just so that we are able to equip more miners when the migration shows up. Just make sure everyone can mine when necessary. Because there's still a lot of excavation that needs doing. And, well, things to be had. Forts to be built. Seriously though, where are my people? Is it like at the end of the second month of a season?
More migrants.
Oh, there we go. No, I need to wait until they are on the map to do this properly. Okay. They're gonna come in. It's only one kid, so we locked out there. Okay, we're gonna leave you on hunting duty because I have no problems with that. That is cheese making, so you're essentially a carrier. But you can be our butcher tanner. You have blacksmithing, so you are officially our blacksmith dude from now on. Okay, what else do we need? We need at least one brewer. And, then it gets interesting. We're gonna make locum. Yeah. Doesn't care about that. Finds the quest for knowledge to be the very highest value. You know what, we're gonna make Locum miserable and make him the manager and bookkeeper. Because I find that those are some useful things that the manager and bookkeeper can do for me, so we're gonna, well, do them. And meanwhile, well, you get to stay on that. Yeah, I think this works. JMQ, copper, bolt. Make me 10 orders of those, so that our hunter can hunt to his heart's content. As for... how to organize this? Could just plop down a thing here, as far as offices are concerned. Well, the first office anyway. Like here? Nah, that's gonna look crappy. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna head out like this, and right here we're gonna put his office. Chair, table, extra door. There. And we're actually not gonna have enough rooms on the living level. So we need to plan out a few more in preparation. Because we now have 13 people. 14 if you count the kid. And you shouldn't count the kid, but he's gonna take a room anyway, so we're kind of forced to. So beds and doors for those rooms as well. Hopefully the digging should go a little faster now with more manpower on hand. Not just to dig, but to do all the other jobs that took the good diggers away from actually digging. Maybe. We'll see. Do have a lot of gems. Okay, you are digging that out. Okay, good. That means that we can open this up and open this up. There we go. Chair, table, makes for an office. Okay. And thank you for the follow. A lot of numbers starting with 7. Well, why not? We're gonna make you the hunter. With the wonderful powers of copy-paste. There you go. Let's say 4 traction benches, 2 surgery tables, and 4 chests. So then Q, gold, chest. Make me 4. And I know I'm queuing up orders, he can't do those yet. So, we'll see. And you are grabbing mudstone. Good for you. Actually, I need to start making those goblets. Like now. Actually, no, not very soon now. If I keep delaying it, I'm not gonna have them ready for the traders. This always happens. No. Make them. Throne room or study, yes. And that goes to the manager. Okay. So far so good. Well, yeah, Dwarf Fortress, not as popular as it perhaps deserves. It's mostly because you kind of need a Lazy Noob starter pack to really start. And generally honestly, you need to watch someone play it while explaining the controls for a couple of hours before you can even start. And then you need to spend a month or 2 just learning it. It's not easy to get into. But what we can do is set up our food stockpile properly now. Except for seeds. We have a different place for those. That is going good. Alrighty. And now we'll be able to carry all the gems to a single stockpile. Well, I hope I'm doing okay then, Sir Cyrus. Yeah, body parts flying off in arcs is fun, and I think you just earned the chance to be a miserable manager at that thing. Read. There. Enjoyeth. That might have been Quill. I know he's the one that started me on the path of getting into this game. And he does on occasion get some pretty big audiences. I think that might have been him. So far so good. I mean, your office is right next to the hospital, so I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay, containers. Yes, thank you, timer. Thank you. Thank you. I haven't bothered with them, but it feels like a lot of bother that isn't really necessary, and I honestly think it would make the screen messy and might be prone to crashing, because the game isn't the stablest of things at times as is. It's like all the mods I run kind of, and I'm just using the starter pack really, they kind of tend to lead the installation to become unstable and prone to crashes after a while playing it. Okay, that's bad. Like this. There, now that's officially a hospital, so you guys can now move the stuff in. Excellent. Excellent, and that we're gonna set to hold uncut gems. Gems... just rough. So people will start moving those over as well, and goblets. We should have a few at least anyway, if not a fair supply. Well, we have at least one. No, we have at least 6. It's probably not enough, but... So, you should be moving the thread and cloth inside, what little we brought with us. Good. And the other one. Actually, we're gonna make this more symmetrical than that. There. And I think we need to start thinking about how we're gonna set up our water. Mud Clinic. Sure, Bongzilla. Now, who shall we make you? I think we're gonna give you the smith, Bongzilla. Congratulations, you are now the one making those chests. Well done. I should actually set up a brewer. I added a dude to the job, but I haven't built a brewery yet. Which is, frankly, an unforgivable sin almost. Especially as we're almost out of booze. We have 3 drinks left. Oh boy. Oh. But we're gonna split the video for YouTube's here. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you in the next one.